let's go ahead and talk about Spellcraft by Sophie Jodan and do a quick review. This is book 3 in the Fire in the Sky series. If you have not read A Fire in the Sky and A Scar in the Bone, I would not recommend picking this one up. You do need to read book 1 and book 2 prior to reading this book. Yes, it is a standalone, and technically you do not necessarily have to read the other ones first, but I'm telling you, you're going to get spoilers. You really need to read the other ones first. I'm telling you, you have got to. This review is going to have spoilers. So if you have not read the previous 2 books, I do want you to go ahead and scroll on if you are somebody who does not like spoilers. So I'm going to go ahead and go from there. So this book is going to contain very mild spoilers. As you know, I do not like to spoil books, but due to the fact that it is going to give spoilers away to book 1 and 2. So that's why I was like, hey, skedaddle if you've not read those other books. So this book's female main character is named Arden. Most of the book in the beginning is going to focus on her journey and her life experiences. But where the second half of the book is going to pick up, what it is going to do, it is going to focus on what we experienced in more of A Scar in the Bone, where it focuses on the journey that we followed kind of there. So you are going to experience where the whole dragon and kind of like the experiences that went on in that's going, but that is going to more tie into what Arden is going to go with and experience. Again, I do not want to go more into that, but where I said that it is going to give spoilers away for A Scar in the Bone, that is definitely going to be something that you experience in this book. Definitely do need to read them previously because it does have the whole dragon situation and where it goes into in book 2. And that is why I said, if you have not read book 1, you definitely need to read that one because you do not want to know. You're going to be completely blind blown. You're going to be, it's going to ruin the entire series if you have not read the other books prior to reading this one. Like I said, it's just going to ruin, if you pick this one up first, it's going to ruin the entire series in my personal opinion. Anyways, but if you read the series 1, 2, 3, it's going to be amazing. This book, it just really ties into it in my personal opinion. Now, what I enjoyed this, I really enjoyed the FMC's story. I also enjoyed the fact that it really picked up her story. We really got to experience what she experienced and go on to her journey before it dove us into the romance, before it dove us into the whole story. Because a lot of the time in shifter books, you know, we read shifter meets girl, they fall in love, bing bang boom, you're my mate, we fall in love, the end. That is not what happens in this book, thank goodness. I really enjoyed that we got to go on her experience, what she enjoyed in her life, and I'm telling you, that is a lot of the book. I'm not saying like, oh my god, all we experience is her journey, but in majority, you really get to experience what she experiences in her life journey before you even get to go on and experience what she experiences prior to, I'm trying not to give stuff away. I'm just saying you get to experience her life experiences before she gets to even meet and go on what she happens with the dragons. That's all I'm going to say there because, like, again, I do not want to give away the whole book. But all I'm saying is that she is going to have her experiences and we really get to know her as a character. We get to see her character develop. We really get to form an attachment to her as a character before we even get to experience really even the romance and all that build up and develop. And to me, that to me kind of really built the story for me and made this story. And that is something that I really enjoyed about this book. So if you are somebody who really is something more, I'm not going to say that the romance is not important because the romance really does build. The second half of the book really is focused very heavily on the romance. But the first half, you really get to know the FMC, you really get to know more of her. But anyways, if you are somebody who's looking for that in a book and you really enjoy the first 2 books, I heavily recommend this one. I think you will really enjoy this book, especially seeing a whole new FMC and really getting to see her character. I really enjoyed this one. I'll be honest with you, like, when I got this arc, I kind of let it sit in my TBR and in my thing for a while. I kind of sat off holding it because I'm like, oh, when I had read about it, I'm like, hey, I really love the series. But I don't know if I'm ready to let go of our other characters because you know, when you form kind of like, I don't want to say a bond, but you know how we love our characters and we don't always want to let them go. And that's kind of where I was. I was like, oh, I don't really want to let the other ones go yet. So it wasn't that I was like, oh, I don't want to read this. It was just like, I wasn't quite ready to let the other ones go yet. So I kind of had sat on for a while. And when I finally picked it up, I was kind of like, man, why did I sit on this one for so long? Because I really, really like this FMC. Like, I just enjoyed her story and the things that just had went through in her life. So again, if you have not picked it up and you love the other books, and I highly recommend this one because I love this one, and I definitely think you will too. I do want to say this one, definitely you should check the the trigger warnings, because like the other ones, it does have a darker theme. It is an adult romance, so it does have darker themes and scenes, so you definitely need to be prepared for that. There is open door spice as well, so if you are somebody who's more sensitive to spice, be prepared for that as well, because it does have open door spice. But it is a good book. You got the dragon shifters with their unique story going on with it. You have her very unique story. And so I loved it. And I think you just might too.